Good morning and welcome to Texas A&M Engineering Extension Service in San Antonio for Workers' Memorial Day. My name is Annalisa Bacon and I'm honored to be part of the Teeks family. Here in San Antonio, we're located on the southeast side where we hold classes, so welcome to our students and our instructors, but also we're very proud to have other guests present with us this morning. We have classes this week that are going through the standards for occupational safety and health regarding construction industry. We have some general industry and then also the incident investigation class, introduction to that class. So welcome to all those students and the instructors that are also participating this week. We also welcome our OSHA area office from San Antonio that are here. Alex Porter is here with a large number of his staff, and we appreciate their presence being here this morning. We welcome our special guests and all of you who have traveled to be with us today, making sure you are present during this busy, busy time. This morning, I'm going to invite Jorge Peña. He's one of our agency instructors that are here at Teeks with us. He's been serving the agency since 2000. He's taught over 1,000 classes in his tenure with Teeks. Jorge served in the United States Air Force and has worked in various private sector industries. Jorge will give us an introduction of the ceremony and explain why we're gathered here this morning for this event.
Good morning. That sounded better. Good morning. All right. So first and foremost, some years back, about 17, 18 years ago, we are blessed that we have the relationship that we do with the San Antonio area office of OSHA. So about 17 years ago, we started taking the opportunity to join with OSHA and celebrate, or not really celebrate, but to observe Worker Memorial Day. So years ago, OSHA determined that, so they opened their doors April the 28th of 1971. So we made a habit, as far as OSHA, to start taking that day to remember all of those men and women that went to work and didn't make it home. I want you to think about when you got up this morning, what did you do? Took a shower, got dressed, maybe ate something, maybe kissed somebody goodbye, maybe a wife, maybe a husband, maybe a child, maybe your dog. And then you went ahead and embarked on your day at work. So it's a ritual. We get used to it, we get accustomed to it. And so thousands of people do the same thing. In this country, about 5,000 people go through that same ritual, and they have every intention of getting home at the end of the day, and they, for some reason, they don't make it. So we take a moment, a little bit of time to just kind of reflect on that and think about all those men and women before us that have gone through that same ritual, intended to come home, and didn't make it. So OSHA has been following this so much for so many years that it started here in the United States, Worker Memorial Day. Now it's gotten to the point to where it is an international day of remembering all of our fallen workers. No one should get up in the morning and go to work and worry about if you're going to make it home. So today is an opportunity just to reflect on those things. But bringing up the past and reflecting does nothing for tomorrow or the next day or the next day. Every day that you wake up, you need to find an opportunity for it, just for that little moment to talk to somebody and just remind them of where they're standing, what they're doing. Remind them to slow down. Because you know what? Remembrances are good. But it's what do you do with what you've learned? Because if you fail to learn from history, we are bound to repeat it. And in this country, that number of 5,000 people every year, it's the same number. Year after year after year after year. And my question to you is, when are we going to get tired of that number? And what are we going to do to change that number? Because every single one of us has an opportunity to change somebody else's life. So today we talk about history, but let's take that history and let's turn it into action so that we don't have to keep on repeating the ceremony every single year.
Thank you, Jorge. Now I'm going to invite our Area Director of the San Antonio Occupational Safety and Health Administration Office, Alejandro Porter. As an area director, he leads a multidisciplinary group of industrial hygienists, safety and occupational health specialists, and safety engineers who cover 17 counties and over 1 million employees. He supports OSHA's mission by providing a safe and healthful workplace through enforcement, training, and compliance assistance. Alex began his career with OSHA in 2008 as a compliance, safety, and health officer. Those are the people that show up and do the inspections, typically on job sites. He became the assistant area director for the San Antonio office in 2012, and then the area director in December of 2014. Prior to this, Alex proudly served in the U.S. Army as an administration sergeant, a helicopter pilot, aviation safety officer, and retired as a chief warrant officer after 22 years of faithful service. He has a bachelor's degree from Wayland Baptist University, and Mr. Porter has been awarded the Secretary's Exceptional Achievement Award, the Assistant Secretary Team Impact Award, and the Worker Protection Award. Thank you, Alex. Come on up.
Good morning. Good morning. My people told me to stay on script, so. Every year, around April 28th, we commemorate Workers' Memorial Day, a day to remember and honor America's workers who have lost their lives on the job. It is a day that we mourn not only those that we've lost, but also those that we've left behind, including their families, co-workers, and communities. And we must remember those who have suffered from serious work injuries and illnesses and how it affects them and their families as they seek the strength to make it through each day. We owe it to them to ensure that their sacrifices were not in vain, making workplaces safer for workers today and for those that will follow. The workers we've lost are more than a number. They are our family, our friends, and they are part of our communities. They help build our communities and power our homes. After storms roll out through our towns and cities, they are also people who loved and provided for their families. Behind every workplace fatality, there are loved ones left behind who are unexpectedly faced with unimaginable grief. Along with the emotional toll families often endure, not only the physical and mental impact, but also the financial burden. This pain often reaches well beyond the immediate family, affecting extended relatives, friends, communities, schools, workplaces, and many others. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, approximately 5,283 workers lost their lives in 2023. In our community, since I became the area director in December of 2014, we have lost 106 workers. There have been great strides in the workplace and health to reduce these numbers. But like Jorge was saying, the numbers never change. Each of us has an important role in making safety and health a priority so that all American workers can go to work knowing they are protected from hazards, because no worker should expect to go to their job and be hurt, sickened, or a fatality injury at work. We must continue to educate, protect our workers so that others don't have to suffer and families stay whole. We owe it to those we've lost and were injured. We owe it to their families. We owe it to the working men and women across the nation. We owe it to future generations. From their very first day to their last day on the job, every worker is entitled to a safe and healthy workplace that is free from hazards. We must make sure that every worker knows and understands their rights, and they should be able to raise any safety concerns or hazards without fear of retaliation. Everyone here today has been directly impacted by a work-related loss in some way. Each of you have your own story to tell, loved ones to remember, and a purpose to honor them through your voices and your actions. We proudly stand beside you and all families, and we remain committed to working every day to prevent further loss of life and keeping families, friendships, and communities together. So on this Workers' Memorial Day and every day after, let's remember every worker should know that after each shift, they are coming home healthy and whole. Let's work together to do all we can do to put safety and health of American worker first. A safe workplace isn't a privilege, it's every worker's right. A little off script, and because we have a lot of safety people and new safety people, I challenge you to make your place better. I challenge you that in 6 months, that you're not the same person that you are today. That we grow, that we become better, and that we educate everybody that we come in contact with. If you're the same person that attended the TEACS class on this day, in 6 months, you haven't done your job. As a safety professional, we need to keep learning and educating and making places better. At this time, I'm going to call up Geraldo and Victor to call out the names of the workers that didn't make it home since our last Memorial Day.
Julian Molina Reyes, age 23. Jesus Omar Garcia, age 44. David Mata, age 50. Hector Reyna, age 63. Johnny McShann, age 53.
Eric Morales, age 32. Alfred Cedilla, age 42. Jorge Gonzalez Trevino, age 56. David Alvarado, age 43. Cody Bell, age 35.
And now we'd like to welcome a special guest speaker with us here today. Mrs. Christine Pedregon is here with her daughter Bianca. Christine is the wife of Sean Pedregon, who unfortunately was gone in 2023. She resides here in San Antonio. They were faithfully married for 3 years and enjoyed 4 children together. Ms. Pedregon?
Good morning. I'm gonna cry. That became 22 and a half months of a daily normal for me. There's never a day that goes by that I don't cry. Okay, on June 13th of 2023, my husband told me, "I love you, see you after work." Gave me a kiss. He's never lied to me, ever. After work has never came. I told him, "I love you. Be careful." Accident happened, from my understanding, at 8:10 in the morning. I sent him a prayer every day. On his break, his lunch, he would respond to me. He didn't respond right away. I've always been a spoiled wife with him. He did not respond, and I was like, something is going on. I got out of, already, accident happened at 8:10, sent in a prayer at 8:58, 8:59, he was pronounced dead. I was trying all day to find out what's going on. I rushed out of work because we have a thing, whoever gets home from work first has to make supper. I know what I wanted, so I was trying to hurry up and get home before he got home. They walked into my work 4 o'clock to tell me my husband was dead. Accident at 8:10. I didn't know till 4 o'clock. So as of today, my new normal is the crying. My mind plays tricks, I think. I don't want to leave my house for a year. I did not want to leave my house. I said, what happens if he comes home from work and I'm not here? So mentally, yes, as they mentioned, it does affect you. I mean, you don't expect your work to be a death sentence. You expect to go to work, come home, provide for your family. Our world is bad enough with all the crime. Why go to work and lose your life too? It doesn't matter if it's construction, office, it don't matter. It can happen because of carelessness. My husband's accident could have been prevented 100%, but because of carelessness, not just on the employee, their coworkers too. You don't have to be best friends at work, but what you do need to do is watch out for each other, because if like you want to go home, the next person does too. I've been so grateful for the United States Workers Memorial for support. They help throughout the United States. They're there for me. They have table talks. They have events to help us and connect with other people. I mean, it's not just the spouses. You're losing children. You're losing uncles. You're losing aunts. You're losing moms and dads. One is one too many each and every single day. I mean, we have Tanya Ford from OSHA. She's our United States liaison. Without her, I'd probably be with my husband right now. We were together over 5 years, bad life, found love and happiness. When you find out, that's rare. Mine's gone now. I try to keep on every day because of the kids and the grandkids. My grandson sees the yellow vest, the helmets. He says, "Oh, Grandpa's working." He rushes to the house. "When's Grandpa coming home?" And a 6-year-old told me, "Grandpa's never coming home, is he, Grandma?" Explain that to someone that's 6 years old that lost their grandpa when he was there 4, and the grandpa's been there all their life. All these workplace accidents need to stop. My husband has his trenching book, all his books, he goes over, even 30-some years of doing work, he still refreshes himself. Ocean trainers, when you go to the workplace, get the people to listen when you're doing training. He reminded me, the younger generation, they think it's a game. They laugh, they play, they sit there, text on their phone during the OSHA training. That needs to stop because this is not a joke anymore. Surprise visits at the workplace. If you let an employer know you're coming, I can guarantee they're gonna try to look for everything that's wrong and they're gonna fix it. Surprise visits will keep them on their toes to do the right thing. That's all it is, do the right thing. That's all I'm asking for people to report when they see mishaps at work. Right now, when I'm driving, I'm going somewhere, I wrote a letter to our SAPD chief and to OSHA. In work zones, I'm seeing they're not providing drop in speed and half going slow. I told SAPD, what, we need another fatality before you guys make that in effect? No, we don't need to see no more people's faces on the OSHA website. It needs to stop, and it stops with all of us. Speak up and say something, because I don't want nobody to feel this pain. I feel it every day. I hate holidays. The only way I get through it is because of the kids. It's not their fault. I do it for the children. It's never going to stop. I'm never going to be whole. So all I'm saying is everybody speak up. I don't want no one else to feel this pain. And thank you.
This is the script, but you can do whatever you want.
So, on this Worker Memorial Day, our Teeks family not only sympathizes, but empathizes with all of those people that have been affected by someone who died. So, a month and a half ago, we lost our assistant division director. His name was Jesse Burrell Gregory. He was a mentor, he was a friend, he was a protector, he was a visionary, and he was my best friend. So when Alex was talking about that pain and that loss, I understand it way too well. And unfortunately, I understand the pain and suffering that happens at a workplace when you lose somebody that has that much of an impact. So we join you in that mourning and in that crying. Trust me. But the reason I bring him up is because he had been teaching safety and health for more than 25 years. His focus was, how do we convey a message to our students, to our safety professionals, to our business owners, to our supervisors? How do we convey a message that reminds them that a job has a purpose? And that's so we can make a living to do the things that are important, which is spend the day with my wife, with my husband, with my children, with my grandchild. That's what life is about. The job is just a means to an end. And JB worked tirelessly on trying to find a way that we would best make our students understand that life is way too precious and life is way too short. And I'm going to PG it up a little bit, but my challenge to every one of us, it doesn't matter if you're a safety professional, it doesn't matter if you're a supervisor, it doesn't matter what your position at the workplace is. You know, in part of my day, I have to look out not only for myself, but for my fellow human being. And your challenge, my dear safety professionals, and like Alex said, you should have changed in 6 months or a year or 2 years and not be the same person that you are. And the only way that you do that, quote my brother, just do your freaking job.
Thank you, Jorge. As a reminder, our most valuable resource in the workplace is our human resources. Every worker is more than a number, and employees have a duty to provide a place of employment free from recognized hazards. As workers, if we recognize a hazard in our workplace, we need to speak up and say something. As safety professionals, it's our duty to work and protect those lives that are entrusted to our care. As members of our communities, we need to share with others that no task, no job, no operation is worth losing a life. TEEX, in cooperation with San Antonio's area OSHA office, extends a heartfelt thank you, especially to Ms. Pedregon and her daughter, for joining us and sharing your story with us. Thank you all for those in attendance and those also watching online for being part of our Worker Memorial Day service. Every loss has a ripple effect. Take the message from today, echo it within your workplace, and think to yourself, what part do you play in saving lives? Thank you all.